I am getting back in the cave. But also, I don't know if Twitch alerts you of this, if there are new ones, but there should be a couple of new channel point redeems. Hey, Reina. That will hopefully be fairly self-explanatory what they do. But I've kind of decided, as part of the random stuff I've been working on, that I might as well actually get some use out of them for the stream. So the plan going forward for my non-speedrun streams, because I'm not good enough at those yet to just tank attempts if y'all decide to distract me, there is going to be an RPG encounter shuffler running just kind of underneath my stream at all times. And you can add encounters to it by subbing, gifting, bits, all of the normal stuff, or using that channel point redeem. That will add 5 encounters worth of time to the shuffler. And currently the shuffler has all of the Final Fantasy games 1 through 9, and Lufia 2, because that's what I have implemented. Right now it should pop up automatically. I may mess around with the format a little bit, kind of taking a page out of AV Answer's book with just building up dead and playing it down occasionally, or having it be an interruption. We'll see how that ends up working out with the format of the stream. But as of right now, I do owe 5, because I want to make like a nice a better layout for this, but I ran out of time last night at like 3 a.m. And that should automatically go down and up and down as things happen. But for now, since that's not happening at this very moment, I just had a realization. Well, anyway, we'll figure it out. I'm gonna start out in the ancient cave. Grab the Blowjob Brothers and an elf as usual. How's everyone doing this morning? Sometimes I feel the siren call of OSRS. As much as I say I dislike grinding, RuneScape might be just the kind of chill, incremental thing that I could get behind. Also, I played a lot of it back in the day. Single chest on floor 1. Oh, is the game a bit too loud? Thank you for letting me know. Oh, also, my microphone might also be a little low, too. I'm also, I stayed up too late last night getting the stuff ready for the stream, so I'm also just talking quieter than usual, so I'll also try to speak up a little bit. Morning, Jeffy. Oh. And I once again forgot to swap out my capsule monsters. We'll never not forget to do that. Okay, that does need to be somewhere else. Right. There we go. Yeah, since what I'm testing out today isn't wouldn't work super well with the speedrun format, I wanted to make sure I at least got some runs in. As disastrous as the ones last night were. Audio is literally impossible. Basically, I consider any kind of engineer who is in a specialty that is not my basic, you know, enterprise coding situation a wizard. Also, most of the other people are also wizards. But, like, audio technicians, actual wizards. Anyone who can make pictures work the way they want them to, and sound work the way they want them to, is dangerous and should be respected. Ooh, Rally. That's a good one to have early. Not as good as Champion or Valor, but, you know, having a revive is useful. Poor red jelly. I mean, yeah, that's pretty accurate. I mean, I know I would be weak to a radish that decided to kick me. I'm generally not expecting it from a radish, at least. Alright, early blue chest. What do we got? Alright, that's nice. Oh wait, no, that's not nice, because that's the one that only Salon can use. It's the second run in a row I've gotten an early Blaze Sword. You know, I would be impressed with a cold rapier, but I have friends that fence, so I'm pretty sure they have one of those after spending 5 minutes outside. So yes, actually one of the key things about how this game works, Jeffy, is that, every enemy type has its own movement, patterns. And some of them can be manipulated, some of them can't. Like, you'll notice the frogs are, every step I take, they just move along the walls. And then when they can't move along the wall because there's an open door, they end up in this kind of holding pattern. There are enemies that will just straight up chase you. There are enemies like the buffalo that will kind of stand still until you're in the line of sight, and then they'll charge multiple squares in one move. There's all kinds of movement patterns. So yeah, one of the biggest things about actually doing the Ancient Cave well is learning all of the enemy patterns and how to kind of read a room. In the end game, you'll see a lot of like standing still and slashing, so that like you can avoid dangerous encounters. Because the way movement works in this is because there's actually a lot of puzzles in the main game that are kind of based on conservation of movement. Like you can step, but turning in place doesn't cost us movement. You hold R and do that. But swinging your sword counts as one space of movement. Yeah, you'll see this guy is kind of slowly chasing me horizontally, and then if he gets in line with me, he'll do that. And one of the other key things is that you move, then the enemies move. It's still one tick, but kind of roguelike style. You get, like, first go. And you can use that like this. You get advantage and disadvantage encounters based on... There's a chance of going first if you hit an enemy to the side. There's a bigger chance if you hit them from behind. And same goes for you getting hit. So you can also kind of try and fish for favorable initiative, too. Like this. Fake is not trick. Oop. Didn't even see you there. Wow. Lots of buffalo in big wide open rooms that I can't see them coming. It's a miracle. Don't confuse Max, please. Oh, right. Life Up Dance Asleep. That's not that bad. You know, I've never really actually messed around too much with the magical versions of instant death. I don't know how effective they are in this. They sure do work on your party. Yeah, okay. I think it was in here. Yeah. No. The exits on, in the Ancient Cave at least, are always just on a random floor tile. The only real hidden thing in the Ancient Cave, is there's the possibility of there being, weird bushes that have a different sprite. Ooh, strong. Yes, nice. And if you slash one of those, it can reveal a HP healing tile that fully heals your party's HP. Other than that, everything is pretty much straightforward. Nice. Now, in the base game, there are all kinds of exits that are hidden and revealed by secret conditions. Yeah, it's kind of funny how the Ancient Cave and the main game are almost two different games using the same engine. Because the main game is, like, mostly puzzles, really. I mean, there's, you know, the same JRPG combat and stuff. But a lot of the same mechanics that they use for the Ancient Cave are used to make, for lack of a better term, I would call them Zelda-style puzzles. Like, kind of Link to the Past-esque. But they're generally a little more contained within a single room. They're almost logic puzzles a lot of the time. And like I said, a lot of them are kind of about movement efficiency and manipulating enemies. Get back here. I guess Blizzard is my best bet. Hey, it stuck around. Nice. Look at those levels go. Hey, Anisep. Yep, there are a lot of puzzles in the base game. Yep. Cores are basically metal slimes, except with the added bonus of they're supposed to act even more like metal slimes and be immune to magic. But the way they did that is by just giving them close to max magic defense. Which, with the way this game does battle calculations, means that you actually underflow and do actual damage to them, as I understand it. So, like, yeah, even a lowly spark will kill every core in one hit. It's kind of great. Oh, I'm out of MP. Come on, somebody stick around. Darn. Alright. I'm not going to equip that yet, because there might be better options, but it's nice to have one of those in my pocket. So, I was mentioning instant death in the form of spells earlier. The Fatal Pick is a cursed piece of equipment that does almost no damage, but has a really high chance to proc instant death on hit. So it's incredibly valuable to have something like that for the end game, because it kind of eventually gets to the point where that's the only way you can really kill things. The downside is, the way cursed equipment works in this, it works like it does in a lot of games where you can't take it off. And it's utterly useless in the slime fight at the end. Normally in the base game you would go to a church, and they would be able to uncurse the equipment, but there are no towns or anything here, so there's actually a special item that they've added to chests only for the ancient cave, called a Curse Lifter Potion, which does exactly what you would imagine it does. Also, one thing that's a little bit different about how this game handles curse items from most games, at least that I've seen. Curse is a property of... Ooh, nice. Of the equipment, and when it's uncursed, it actually turns into a different item that is an uncursed version of it, which can have completely different properties. Like the uncursed version of the Fatal Pick and the Deadly Sword and all of those things doesn't actually have the instant death properties anymore, and it's just kind of mediocre. So that's another reason why you want to be careful about equipping cursed stuff, because, like, once you unequip it, like, if you want to equip it later in the cursed version, you can't anymore if you curse lifter it. Come on, give me something useful. It's the other useless blue chest item. I gave her an X potion, and now I have my engagement ring back. Is this anything? Oh yeah, I should take my meds. Hi, my dumb mic didn't unmute. It didn't miss anything, I just apologize for the delay. And now that we are into the run a bit, so for those of you who weren't here when I was describing it before the start of the run, you will notice that there's a couple of new point redeems for the channel. Oh, you're just gonna sit there and make me fight you. You are. So I've decided to honestly, this is a combination of me stealing ideas from multiple streamers, so, you know, there's that. But, I've decided that I'm going to have an RPG shuffler that's just kind of permanently running in the background of the stream, at least as long as I'm not speedrunning. And by that I mean it's going to have the state saved, and anytime anyone subs, gives bits of $5 or more, you know, does a donation, that sort of thing. Basically the same criteria for making me play an ice level during the marathon stream. I'm going to add 5 encounters worth of time to that RPG shuffler, which is what the 5 in the little corner is. Oh, come on, please, something useful. Alright, I'll take it. And as of right now, thank you for the woo. If you do any of those things, it'll pop up automatically, and I'll drop everything and do it. We'll see if I end up doing it that way, or if it ends up being more of like a debt thing that I accrue and eventually, you know, have a stream of playing the rando to clear it out. Maybe a little of both, depending on what I'm streaming. Yeah, that's a thing. Right now, it has all of the Final Fantasies 1 through 9 in it, and Lufia 2, because that's what I have implemented. And there's also a much larger point redeem that if you have an RPG that you would like to see implemented in the shuffler, has to be something that, you know, BizHawk has a core for, and something that, like, you could at least either something that is obvious how it would work in the RPG shuffler, or if you have a good pitch when you redeem it, I will listen. But I will make that a priority to implement for the shuffler and add it. So this thing is eventually going to balloon, and I will never finish any of the games, probably. But it's just going to kind of be a thing that happens over time. And, you know, we'll work out the details as things happen, and... Alright. And speak of the devil. I figured as soon as I saw Tormod that was going to happen pretty soon. Are there any RPGs that would be a hard pass? That is... I can't think of any off the top of my head, other than, like, you know, maybe, like, Illusion of, or Secret of Mana or something, unless I can find a good way to determine if, like, how encounters work. Also, give me just a second. I have automated most of it, it pops up, but I need to make some changes to the form so that it automatically starts. So give me just a sec to get this set up. There's a bunch more stuff I want to automate about this, but I just didn't get around to it because I was up until 3 last night getting it set up as far as I did. Oh, that's why I wasn't seeing it last night. Hopefully that works. Give me just a second. Alright, I guess we're starting with Lufia 2. Actually, for this, I'm just going to use the name. Alright, and now I'll just do a speedrun and get it off the shuffler. No, I'm actually going to play it. Okay, awesome. The automation worked. And yeah, eventually I want to have a separate scene that will have, like, just kind of the shuffler that it'll swap to, ideally. Yeah, like, I actually think some of them might be a little more interesting with non-random encounters. Like, I definitely think, like, you know, Chrono Trigger would work, or, like, Earthbound, you know, games like that. It's less about the encounters being random and more about... It's less about the encounters being random and more about the... yeah, less about... This is my mistake. I apologize. Why? What hash did I put in there? I may have to add Lufia 2 later. Immediate scuff. Anyway, as I was saying, it's less about whether it has random encounters and more just that if it has, like, a defined transition between non-battle state and in-battle state that I can use as the trigger for the shuffle. So, like, you know, theoretically, honestly thinking about it, Secret of Mana would probably work, because I think that one you still, like, encounter enemies and it starts, like, a separate fight. So I guess, like, that might work, but something like Illusion of Gaia wouldn't, because that's just... there aren't, like, separate encounters when you run into enemies. Okay. Yeah, and, like, I was looking it up, and apparently there is work in progress to add at least, like, a PCSX2 core to BizHawk. I haven't looked at, like, Dolphin, but, yeah, I mean, if as soon as BizHawk gets a core for it, I'm down to add whatever. Or if I can figure out how to do it in something else, but that would require real big boy development work that I have not thought about yet. Because I would almost have to have coded up in StreamerBot to randomly pick one of the other emulators, one of the 3 emulators, and then I don't know if those other emulators have, like, robust Lua scripting or anything. Anyway, I'm not going to think about that too much, because that way lies madness. Yep, the shuffler tried to start with Lufia 2, but I messed up and had to remove it, so the shuffler started with Final Fantasy VI. And now we are on to... I don't know which one yet. No, the swaps happen at the start of the fight. Which is a little more awkward at the very beginning like this, but the idea is that you get into an encounter in one game and end up in an encounter in another game. Which, you know, once you get through all of the intros, that's what will happen. Going to mute the line in for myself so that I don't... So, at least how I have things balanced for me personally, the line in is significantly louder that's coming from my console than the emulator is, so I was hearing more Lufia 2 Ancient Cave Dungeon music than I was Phethos Lusek, Nikos Phethosek. Thank you for the redeems, T-Rob. I'll take care of myself. So Squall gets his cool scar in one of the least cool ways possible. It's actually... right? Of all the people to give you the scars, Cypher is not the one that I would admit to. Oh, hey. Mysterious lady. Who could that possibly be? All you need to know, Tormod, about Cypher is that he is probably one of the most pathetic characters in all of Final Fantasy. Nice, Reyna. Like, I know a lot of people give this game a lot of shit, but, like, I don't know. I'm the resident weird RPG enjoyer. I think it definitely does some things that suck casually, but I think it's fun to break. This is the one with triple triad. So, fun story that I like to tell about my first attempt to play this game. Triple triad was so much the main part of this game for me that as soon as I learned that, you know, you could press square to interact with anyone, and if they didn't play triple triad, they would just talk to you normally. If they do, they would challenge you. So I'm like, great, this is a great way to suss out who all will play triple triad with me. The thing that I didn't think about is the fact that those people who play triple triad are also NPCs with other dialogue that they don't tell you if you only ever interact with them by challenging them to a card game. This includes Sid, who is supposed to give you the lamp to get Diabolos. I never got that, because I never interacted with Sid other than to pull out a deck of cards and shove it in his face. I basically roleplayed Squall as the autistic MTG player who only interacts with people by challenging them to a card game. And everyone who doesn't play is just like, no, but I do have this other thing I need to tell you. I don't need to study. I don't know if that affects anything, but I really don't want to spend this entire session just wandering around. Oh, Squall. And it was specifically this that made me debate between having the thing that you add be time or encounters. I ended up going with encounters because I figured once you get past the intro parts of the PS1 games in particular, it will calm down a bit and make more sense as shuffles. But right now, it's gonna be a little bit. Also, don't remember what you have to do in order to actually leave. Wandering. It's actually been a really long time since I've played Final Fantasy VIII. There's nothing missable that actually matters in this section, right? Really, the only missable in the early game is the lamp from Sid, but that's not until you come back after the final exam. Bird GF Real. Also Shiva, I guess. Yeah, Anisette mentioning GameCube and you mentioning PS2 has given me really dumb ideas about how possible it would be to honestly duct tape together a solution for it. 'Cause, yeah, like, you know, SNES era JRPGs, like, are definitely the, like, quote-unquote, my childhood RPGs. But as far as, like, games that adult me is interested in a way that, like, I think they do super interesting things, that weird late PS1, early PS2, early GameCube era of RPGs just has so many, like, wild experimental games that, like, I would love to experience them more. Honestly, a lot of those I would like to experience more in a normal fashion. I always forget how absolutely, completely non-standard the Final Fantasy VIII controls are. They moved on to cross for confirm, but circle opens the menu and triangle is back? I think that's literally the only... That's the only game I can think of that uses that control scheme. It's fine, we're not there anymore. Goodbye, Final Fantasy VIII. Did something mess up with the controller? So what is going on here? The feed is going to get messed up for a second because I need to... The only way I could get it to normalize the size of the screen for capture was to full screen it. I don't know why X appears to have been... There we go. That was weird. It's also very funny to me how completely different in tone the PS1 games are versus the earlier ones as far as like how many encounters do you get into in the first hour. 6 is just like, here's like 6 encounters at the very beginning because you have the Magitech armor. 8 and 9 are like, let's show you a movie first. Yeah. The only time I think that much prologue before an encounter is acceptable is when they go super ham with it in Dragon Quest VII. Because that particular intro is mundane enough that it fits the theme of the game. It is also multiple hours long before you get into an encounter. But it's not because they're just showing you cutscenes. Also, fun fact, despite being encounters, as far as like the engine is concerned, or I should say, despite looking exactly like encounters, as far as the engine is concerned, these are not. You are not in an encounter according to the RAM at this point. Yeah. It's why, like, I will always say I absolutely understand the decision to cut back on the prologue in every remake of Dragon Quest VII. Like, as far as accessibility and stuff like that, I think it's probably the correct decision. It is also the decision of a coward. Because the intro to Dragon Quest VII is very deliberate in how long it takes. Seven is probably my favorite Dragon Quest. It was also one of the first ones I ever played, so I definitely have the nostalgia factor for it there. But yeah, I don't think any other game, any other JRPG that I can think of has gone as hard as it has into just the, like, lots of mini vignette style of storytelling. Every land you go to feels like its own bite-sized RPG. I love this. Hey, Cecil. Sorry, you're about to go on an awful mission. Also, here's how you walk around. Also, make sure to talk to people. You know, I will say that most of the characters in Final Fantasy IV, other than, like, Cecil and Rydia, have the emotional depth of a puddle. But I do appreciate Cecil's arc, at least. Like, you know, him actually having a realization that, hey, maybe we're the baddies. I'm not going to do this anymore. Yeah, Tilla and Edward are pretty good. I also appreciate that, since Edward's whole arc is about gathering up his courage to actually do something about things, and how he is just useless in the party for a while because he doesn't want to be there. Hello, Egrets, my not useless friend. Also, certainly not a hot take in this area, I'm sure, but more games need just, like, pixel art landscapes like this. I don't remember if there's anything you can do with it in this game in particular, but Edward did have the contribution of inventing the hide ability in Final Fantasy, which is used to much effect in 5. Legitimately didn't remember that the equipment shop was locked. I think you get some free shit in here. This is where they teach about the monster in a box and all that. Or not. Guess they didn't start doing that until 5. Right? Love a health and safety warning on a day. Now, is this 1 and 2, or is this 5? It is 5. And this will be my first non-4-job Fiesta run of this game in forever. mean, it could be. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Does Massacre Princess count? Anything for the Redeems too? Because there's definitely been other games that do kind of a revolving door. But I don't know if any of them do it with quite the frequency 4 does. I mean, 2 kind of, but that was more your 4th party slot was just, you know, the guest party member slot. Which... it's kind of funny how many ways Final Fantasy IV is just Final Fantasy 2-2. Yeah. I may have to adjust that. That's actually a setting I can do. I'll mess with that, because, yeah, the Game Boy Advance ones do get a little bit louder. Thank you for letting me know. That should hopefully fix it. You know, now that I think about it, I should probably change the category, because I didn't think about how long 10 encounters is going to take in the intro portion of this, and I will probably not actually get back to this ancient cave run. Yeah, this is going to be a retro stream now. Actually, you know, I will, you know, I was going to go with default names, but if y'all want butts, I can give you butts. It lost focus. Oh no, Jeffy, are you going to have to get affiliate just so you can have an S-Grunt style, the BD emote? Love that. Love that sound effect. Both ironically and unironically. I should actually kill a couple of these. No, I'm missing the triggers. That extra, like, 5 damage. Oh, nice crit. Alright, we live here now. I promise I will not subject you all to me getting 99 of everything, but I do want to get some fires. Look. The point of the shuffler is not to be entire streams. That's what's going to happen with this one, because I have a stopping point when it's dwarf time, but... No, Tormod, everyone plays this game like this. This is... The two ways to play Final Fantasy VIII are... I have no idea what I'm doing, I am Babby, and I'm going to level up to 99 and get myself killed. Or I'm going to sicko mode and break the shit out of everything by drawing 99 and card manipulation and. Alright, that's enough fire. Like, this game gives you so many levers to pull. Oh yeah, good call, Tune. I do really wish that the game would notice that I've already junctioned things and be like, oh, you figured out how to junction. You don't need to worry about that. Yeah, exactly, Jeffy. Same brain cell. Quistis, you're my instructor. You should know whether or not I know how to use my gunblade, and if I don't, it's your fault. You know, she's really bad at her job. In multiple ways. Egrets, I've seen your posting. You are overqualified for what you do. Alright. I need to figure out what I'm naming these poor children. Alright. Alright, type in chat if you want to be an onion child. Alright. What do you want? 1, 2, 3... I think it's 5, so... Do you want Jeffy? Alright. So I think it's 6. Is that perfect. You know, I think the names ended up with pretty good people on them. Alright, bye, FF3. I am very blamable. Alright, y'all animals. Have the butts. You know, I wonder if anyone has named him Larry, just for that extra degree of separation. My favorite type of joke when I want to confuse people is that sort of thing, where it's essentially like Cockney rhyming slang, but for word association jokes, where you, like, make a joke about a thing, but it's 1 degree removed, so if you can't follow the very specific path of my brain, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Basically what I'm saying is Cockney rhyming slang is the one good thing the British ever produced. It's ADHD distilled into a form of language. Alright, T-Up, I did forget about Great British Bake Off. They can have two things, I suppose. See, I do try to explain things to people, Egrets. I just usually do the, like, sigh and put my hands together to signal to them that they've made a mistake in asking me to explain something. I think this version has retargeting. Also, heck yeah, Jeffy. FF3 has one of my favorite Final Fantasy soundtracks. Potion. Oh, bye, FF3. Alright. So there's two versions of this because I intend to play both Final Fantasy 1 and 2 using the Dawn of Souls version. So, chat, quick. Whoever says first. Which version of Final Fantasy is the first one going to be? 2? Alright. Although that was the last swap, so... I'll keep going until I get to a save point in FF2. And unless someone adds more swaps, we'll go back to Lufia. Which will actually happen is as soon as I get to a save point, I'm going to take a quick bio break, but... Honestly, given how this game ends, I actually can believe that this Emperor would do that. Given he's the kind of guy that's like, well, I'm in hell now, I guess I'm taking over. A real go-getter, that Emperor. Wait, why did... Interesting. Oh, okay, it does go negative. I wasn't sure about that. I forgot that that intro fight counts as an encounter in the Dawn of Souls version. Dang, that makes vampire attack. I am going to swap this just because of the time limit, and then I'll reset it to 0. You're getting a couple free swaps out of me because of the weirdness of this game's beginning. Alright. Oh FF7. I am going to take a quick break. I'm going to reset the counter, and then when I get back, I will go back to Lufia 2. See you all in a few minutes. I would recommend you also take a break as well. Hello, and welcome back. I don't know how much farther I'm going to get in this Ancient Cave run, but we'll see. Kind of depends on when people want to start dwarfing. Nope, stop. But the nice thing about the shuffler is that it just auto-saves, so... Need to remember to turn back the line in. Swap this over to this. Yes, thank you all for showing up for the inaugural Shuffler session. Also, not to be a shill, because I kind of wish there were, how do I put this, other levers that Twitch gave me in order to do this that were not channel points and money related. But there are money related ways you can add extra distractions. To put it bluntly, I have been doing some thinking on that regard because, like, I know, you know, all of you all are in here and do have channel points, so, like, I assume that this will be a thing that'll happen at least occasionally. But I would like for people to be able to purposefully trigger it at any time in the way that the money-related redeems allow, but without the monetary part of it, and I don't know if that is... I don't know. I'm sure this is the same kind of thing that a lot of people have thought about on Twitch, and I don't know if anyone has come up with a good solution yet. Oh yeah, no. The channel eggs are unfertilized. Do with them as you will. Sitting on your dragon's hoard of eggs is a valid use of eggs. Eager, it's one of my life goals is to have everything I say be some amount of concerning when removed from context. But yeah, as, you know, as usual, this is a first draft of this whole system. There's a lot of refinement to do. I would really like... I think we're getting to the point, where I need to figure out someone with actual UI abilities. Thank you for the awoo. But anyway, to make me some layouts once I actually figure out what I want, because I think in an ideal world, I would have a separate layout for the shuffler, and would automate thought that was Alexa's weapon. Anyway, and would automate swapping to it when the time comes. Although there is something that is a little bit of fun about just, like, having the thing pop up over what I'm currently doing. Alright, why are you giving me every instant death spell? Ooh, nice. But yeah, hopefully this is a fun thing that stays enjoyable. Heck yeah, Sully. This is a really weird layout. Instant Providence. I think the game is trying to tell me something. Please hit Takar. He needs the IP. Chest, what you got for me? Man, this is actually really similar to what I was getting in blue chests in Last Seed. kind of eerily similar. I have no idea how those guys move. I'm gonna be completely honest. So, is Fatal Punch just a name, or is that actually, an instant kill ability? I don't think it is. Fatal pick number 2. Alright, I should heal up. Funny enough, opening a chest is not actually a move. Darn, I was hoping to get in first. Ow. One thing that would definitely improve my time in this is, I mean, my chances of winning, would be to memorize at least the breakpoints on important items, because the drop tables for red chests do change with the floors you're on. It usually corresponds with the biome changes, but not 100%. Blue chests are just blue chests. They can show up anywhere and will have anything from the blue chest pool, but red chests have shifting possibilities. Because I think the Dakar Blade can only start showing up, like after floor 22 or something like that. It was me. I messed up my incantations one too many times. Hey, Spark. Not like a huge upgrade, but it's nice to have that for core killing at slightly lower MP cost. Thunder's not bad. I once again did not make mental note of where the stairs are. There they are. I'm really glad the octopus enemies have, and the little fire chickens too, have the run around the edge behavior, because both of those encounters really suck, and them being hard to avoid would be real bad. Nice. Okay. Ooh, that's not good. That's why that's not good. It's probably better than the launcher. Yeah. Does this have... It does have a 3x. Okay. Also 3x, alright. They're not optimal, but they can definitely be useful. If I get a Dakar blade, they will probably be enough. Okay. That's Osmos for you Final Fantasy spell knowers, the MP Drain spell. Fuck. Fuck. Nice. Just don't hit max. Come on! Hi, Leah. Well, I'm just not going that way. I know I'm just being ungrateful that they put a very nice blue chest directly in front of the door for me. So it's easy to get to. You have AoE. I forgot the trolls paralyze. Still not as bad as getting hit with AoE fire, I love the gnome sprite. Look at that little guy. Ooh. No, get over here. I have gotten so many spells this run. Oh right, Maxim doesn't know Spark. Alright. I'll take one. Level ups. more spells. Gimme. Okay. 1, 2. I kind of don't care about the red core. Hell yeah. Stairs are far to the west. Alright, come on. No. Ah, darn. Man. I mean, technically better than nothing, but at this point red cores aren't super valuable. Enough for one level for everybody, so that's nice. There's a core up there, though. We're getting to the point where having the Fatal Pick on Artia would be nice, but it's also a little risky because I do have a 3x weapon for him, which means that it's more of a sacrifice to have him not have a weapon slot if I don't get a Curse Lifter. Oh, damn it. Oh, alright, got in first. I'll take that. Not worth it. I found any weapons for the card guy that are the French's gun now. That Fatal Pick is getting more and more tempting. More magic! You would think those guys have chase behavior, given how that one was acting, but they don't. Double hide armor, huh? Oh, shit. Two of them? Great. Goodbye. And this is why they suck. Teleporting enemies are weird in that, like, technically they are some of the easiest enemies to dodge because, like, they very rarely move without teleporting, and the teleporting is, like, a two-turn thing. And they tell you exactly where they're going. The problem is, you move really fast in this game, and the teleporting is also very fast. And it can be very easy to just, if you're not paying perfect attention, just miss it and walk right into it. Spending 30 MP on each one of these fights kind of sucks, but it's better than some of the alternatives. So many assassins. They're not even good for getting IP, because if they don't instant kill you, they don't do much damage. If they do instant kill you, that's all of your IP going. Well, at least that was a profit in magic. Come on, game. Just this once. Give me a Dakar Blade and make this a run. Dress? Not sure what that's supposed to be. Oh yeah, and Toon, if you're around, let me know when people are ready for dwarves. Sounds good. Are dwarves easier or harder to herd than cats? Because, like, you know, dwarves are notoriously surly and difficult to work with, but also they're very beer motivated. That is fair. I mean, if you ask certain versions of Dwarf Fortress, cats are also explosive. Hello, Dragon Impact. How's it going? Ooh. Cores. Not Zap. Alright, blue is staying. Alright. I'll take a green core. Yeah, that's evidence of what I was talking about before. So the higher level cores have higher magic defense, and thus take more magic damage. Thank you for the reminder. I will hydrate. And Sit up straight. Tree. C-Tune, I didn't kill that tree. Ooh, come on. It's fine, I guess. But all sitting I do is asexual sitting. The sequel to Strong. Strong 2. Stronger. Don't like this. Oh, RD is faster than the ninjas? That's unusual. Hopefully Zap is enough to kill them. It is not. I should have used Zap again. Just don't kill... Oh. Okay. Oh yeah, we absolutely do. I actually didn't really notice because it wasn't a thing I was caring about. What did I get? Oh, yes. Jinpu has such good emotes. Pounder Rod? I hardly even know her. Oh, God. I'm just gonna do this for safety. I have to be a little bit careful about how much magic I'm using, but I have 12 miracles, so it's not that big of a deal. A Bryn's Lizard. I don't remember if they're weak to Bolt or not. Is Bryn's related to Yin's? Hell yeah. Hey, I found Aviancer's sword. I mean, I don't have arm tracking or else I'd point to it, but it's quite prominent. Like, most of me is hat. Ow. Honestly, I've gotten really good core luck this run, so any fight that I can dodge is a good fight at this point, I think. Metal coat. Now I can evolve, what evolves with my Scizor? Well, I can evolve my Scyther into a Scizor. Oop. Hey, it's the Blowjob Brothers. This is yet another run that, like, it's going super well, except for the fact that I still don't have a Dakar Blade. Ooh, that's not good. I need to take my time around them more. Oh, God! And that's why you don't fuck with necromancers, kids. That is less damage than I was expecting. Why are you all attacking the one guy that has full IP? Come on. Thank you. At least I have a lot of miracles. Ooh, I think that's another 3x, a better one for Artia. C-Ring. I don't remember if that's good or not. I mean, more agility. Yeah, sure. I also need to remember when the Lizard Blow can start dropping. I think that's like 70 plus, something like that. Because that would be a pretty significant upgrade too for the Jelly fight. Is this a party room, or is this just an unusually full normal room? This is just an unusually full normal room. It's risky, but I think I need to equip a Fatal Pick. Nice. I forgot there was a Buster Sword in this. No, it's not actually good. I can only imagine a multi-sword as like a multi-tool, but for swords, like a Swiss Army knife, but real big. Probably shouldn't fight the enemy with the instant death spells, even though I really need more treasure. Did you see me? No. You just took a step for some reason? Weird. So the Cyclops enemies have a unique behavior. They actually have a cone of vision, and they do that turning around thing, and if they see you, they'll start chasing you, and they suck, so you don't want to get seen by them. Yeah, you don't want to be feel seen by one of those. I have been seen by them before, and I will not recommend it. How long is this corridor? Holy shit. How many miracles do I have at this point? 15. Well, chat, you know who else did somewhere around 15 miracles? Yeah. Exactly. Hey, I found the antidote spell. Look at this doofy-ass behemoth. Honestly, this is probably not a bad place to get some IP. It's hard to beat a Final Fantasy behemoth. Very good design. Oh, you have a stronger version. Alright. Fuck it. Not worth the risk. Stronger was probably enough, but... But this is actually, like I said, a good place to farm IP because I'm safe, because Artia goes first. And they can do, like, they're not gonna kill me. Now I... I will be right back, real quick. Not gonna go to the blank screen. I'm back. Good crit. Get him, Sully. They do have a lot of HP. No reason to equip it unless I'm about to get into a fight. It's a real hard decision, because, like, I do have Zap, so Artia has something to do if I can't give him a better weapon. But I kind of need everything I can get right now as far as damage goes against the jelly. If I find a Dakar Blade, I'm a lot more willing to equip that thing back. Although I honestly don't know if a 3x attack, I think it's better than a turn of Zap. It almost certainly is. Because, yeah, unless I can get a Curse Lifter, equipping the Fatal Pick is reducing the number of 3Xs I have in the party by 1. It's Artia's who's the weakest at that, but, like, once again, I'm... Ooh. That's a lot of cores, but also a lot of other things that will destroy me. They can cast Ice Valk? Terror Ball, or any dance that I ever go to. Maybe I have to go in? Were the stairs over here? Well, I can go around. Hopefully. And the stairs are through there. Get through with minimal fights, though. I don't think those guys are an existential threat. Okay. Double Ice Valk is scary, but since Artia goes first, it's not deadly. Turn order to my advantage. Take the max value out of that miracle. I guess Maxim can go first, but I don't think it's guaranteed. Alright. Now these guys got a lot less scary. Goodbye, Sully. I did get Ice Valk. Please stop punching the party elf. I've done more magic this run than I have in any other Ancient Cave run, I think. Darn. Really? The red core is going to just waste my time? Alright, 3 no cores. That's a decent shot. Damn. I think that's the best I can do. Wait, this wasn't the... Where are the stairs? They're over here. I already knew where they were. That's something I really need to get better at. But it's fine, because that was actually good practice in looting a dangerous party room. This run is so close to being, like, viable. But it's also lacking in some key areas that are scary. Alright, get over here. Come on. No. Yup. Come on, keep going. You know, I'm gonna get rid of this so you have... Come on. Love a literal random walk algorithm. Come on. Yep, no. Other way. Alright, I'm gonna see if there's another way around. There he is. Not going to open my inventory to check, but I do kind of wonder how many regular potions I have at this point. It's a lot. Okay. I don't think that's actually that big of a deal, but... I mean, it's still better. Not worth it. Yep. These guys can confuse, so they're really dangerous. Case in point. Oh, I kind of forgot these guys had chase behavior. There's a warm eye down there. Sure, fine. Tia getting loaded up with all the blue test equipment. Yeah, that's right, it's kind of useless. Alright. Stairs closet. Stairs closet. Oh, fuck. Fuck! Please just absorb. Okay. Alright, this is going to be dangerous. If I can get around, but I don't think I can. Yeah, and that's not a whole lot better. Getting out of there alive is accomplishment enough. But yeah, it's mistakes like that that I really need to shore up. Because I got lucky there. That was a potential run-ending mistake. Please. Oh, your other. There we go. Yep. Keep going. All right. Got lucky. Sup, Tune? Indeterminate, it could be a while if the run continues, especially like this. But I'm willing to call it if you all want to get started. I may finish it offline. Please teleport. Oh my god. You have the ability to teleport. Use it. Not like that. Are you seriously going to back me into a corner? Believe me, Egrets, I'm getting there. But also, I was just talking about not making run-ending mistakes. Alright, now would be the perfect time for you to teleport to the other side of me, or even the other room. I'll take the other room. Why are you not teleporting? There we go. God. Oh, good. There's two of them in this room, and these guys aren't shy about teleporting. You know, I wonder if they don't... I wonder if their behavior isn't that they only teleport if you're far enough away from them. I'll bet you that's it. Yeah, that's why I was afraid. Great. Love that for me. Yeah, that was dangerous and stupid. Also, hello, Floor Nice. Oh, hey. You know, when I put it on, does that become a full metal jacket? Yep, I'm almost certain that's what they do now. Okay, that's good to know. You eventually learn. Ah, shit. Like, a lot of them are, a lot of the items are this, like, from the main game, so, like, you just kind of know who can equip what, and there's a very small subset of things that you actually care about. You know, it's funny you say that, but, like, my experience doing this is a lot of why, I remember when we were doing Palace of the Dead, with Walt, me, Yuto, and Fluffy, Walt was always like, why, how do you know all these strats? You've never done Palace of the Dead. I was like, I've played roguelikes. I have played Ancient Cave, and there's a surprising amount of overlap here. Palace of the Dead is fun. It's fun in a very similar way to this, to be honest with you. Is that HP? Yeah. What is why all your friends despise it? The fact that it's kind of similar to this? Like, doing the easy, like, I was gonna say, a lot of them probably hate it because it used to be the way to level low-level jobs. So you would just grind the first 20 floors repeatedly, and that's boring as hell. Because the Palace of the Dead doesn't get interesting until the later floors. Shit, the deadly armor is... I mean, it's fine. Armor doesn't matter that much, and I haven't found Camu mail. Even if I do, I can equip it to someone else. It's a minor oops. I forgot I had the deadly armor, and also that the deadly armor actually has pretty good defense on it, so optimal equipped it. Which is cursed body armor, but like I said, there's only a handful of body armor that actually matters for the jelly fight, and I don't have any of it. And even if I do, multiple people can equip it, so it's... like... on the scale of mistakes I can make from, like, minor oopsie to run ending, that one's just minor oopsie. Get out of the way. You read it. It's part of an unfortunately long line of magic bikinis as armor in RPGs. For the same reason you can win the Minerva bustier in the Colosseum in Final Fantasy VI. Because haha fantasy armor. Oh, fuck. Where is this long knife? I mean, sure. You don't actually have good IP, do you now? Oh, man. Let's lower your standards there a little bit, buddy. You know a run is going well when you've had to open enough red chests that you hit the inventory limit. Egg sword. Which it's very funny that he's asking for that, because the egg equipment is, like, the strongest equipment in the game that requires you to collect the dragon eggs multiple times. Like, that's, like, super endgame super equipment that he just has to eat. The broadsword. pretty close, but... Well, maybe I can get one more. Yeah, it's all stringy. Only one person can do this, so sure. Hell yeah, egrets. That's bad. Yeah, as Flea said, it's not about femininity or masculinity, it's about power. Also, I don't like this. Did I miss the stairs somewhere? I don't think I did, unfortunately. Come on. Ah, damn it. Yep, it sucks. Look, there's no bikini to even look at anymore. I fed it to my Moai statue. It sure is! Afternoon, Luca. How's it going? Nice. Good to hear. Stronger isn't enough. Yeah. Well, good to know RT is the only one that can't take a hit, but... God. Well, alright. Lucky. I'll take the IP. Yep, wasn't getting past him without a fight. Yeah, it's kind of funny how they simply did not translate IP, because it's Ikari points or anger points, and they did. AP is right there. That's used all the time, but it's just one of the many in a long line of questionable localization decisions about this game. Woo. The floor 70 knife. You're just providing chat with enrichment. Is it still active far enough that I can do that? It is. Awesome. Don't want anything to do with that, though. Wow. This sucks. Get me out of here. I will say, I'm on a little bit of a time crunch, so if anything happens now, it'll go into the debt pile. But for anyone who wasn't here for earlier in the stream, I have implemented a new thing. Okay, got in first. Which is that I have an RPG encounter shuffler running in the background. It's not actually running, but like long term. And any subs, bits, bits of 500 or more. Ooh, nice. Subs, gift subs, bits of 500 or more, or the channel point redeem. You can bank up encounters for me to roll through in the shuffler. Sometimes it'll be immediately, sometimes I'll bank them up like now when I don't really have time to do them. But we'll, yeah, just kind of have an RPG shuffler going on forever, essentially, because probably not going to get, like, you know, maybe if I'm still streaming in multiple years, we'll get somewhere in them, but just a little thing that hopefully is fun that we can have going on as kind of a meta thing for the stream. Okay, Curse Lifter. With that, I am absolutely going to equip Artia with a Fatal Pick. Please. I need it. You're chasing, aren't you? Well, this... I don't have any option. That sure is an Archfiend. Please. Okay. That's making it less scary. Dice. I guess I am still rolling the dice. I forgot they could cast Destroy. Goodbye, guy. Oh, that's... Battle Anger? Yeah. Ah, damn it. So if you multi-target Valor, it only has a chance of reviving, so... Unfortunately, it didn't revive the person that mattered. Shit. Well, there's a chance I survive this turn and escape. If not, run over. Oh boy. The best part is, I have no choice but to try again. But I got lucky and there was only one of them this time. Are you kidding me? Man, it would be really nice if the order of operations there was the other way around and you just took the stairs first. But alas... Nope. Not dealing with that. Don't love this room. Goodbye. Goodbye. This is a big floor. Not helpful. I need to remember that the stairs are to the southwest, and I have a pretty clear shot back to it. So the second I see anything even remotely scary, I cheese it. Alright, that's all I'm gonna do. Teleporter, so I need to be careful. Goodbye. Really hope I don't have to go that way. I don't. So, unfortunately, I will at some point, probably right here. Ah, they're golds? Damn. I need to find a fight with Copper Dragon so I can refill my IP. Alright, I got lucky. A single gold can just straight up wipe your party. Which, most things at this point can do that, but like, gold dragons can just decide in one turn, you are all dead, regardless of anything else going on. And they have a fairly high probability of doing it, unlike some of the other dangerous encounters. It's really not. You are correct. Oh shit, I might be past the point where coppers can spawn. I don't actually remember what their range is. I may actually have to pick some fights with dragons to find out. Kill one. Oh, I shouldn't have attacked them because Sully can... I should have swapped out Sully. Oh, thank you for defending. Nope, not doing that. Where the hell did Strong go? I have an AoE move. Please use it. Thank you. Please defend Sully. No. Okay. Alright. Now we can kill. Alright. Yeah, because ideally I get to the end without fighting a single other battle. That probably won't happen, but I need to make sure I have full IP. Just in case it does. Okay. That does mean I can equip Maxim with another deadly sword. They really like giving me fatal picks. Thanks, Apollo. Somebody clip that, please. I think I'm actually probably past the point where Dakar blades can drop. I'm still going to open them on the off chance, but oh boy. I can get a Lizard Blow here, which would be a significant improvement. So I do still need to fight, like, search for chests, unfortunately. Because I don't think I have the juice to beat the jelly with what I have. I don't even have Trick. Just a moment. I just heard a knock at the door. I'm back. My housemate had ordered pizza, so what I was hearing was that arriving. I mean, generally when one of us orders pizza, the other one gets to have some too, so that's probably what I'll do when I cut stream. Which is actually good, because I've been going longer than I intended. I'm actually quite hungry. I didn't eat breakfast, either. Joke's on you, Toon. I like that shit. I'm already going long. I'm making you all wait on me. Fuck me. That's actually really bad. Thank you, Tormod. Okay. Good. I will eat when this run ends. It's almost over. Oh, shit! Ah! Oh, I got so lucky. Although I am hungry enough that I'm making mistakes like that. Alright, please stop casting Mirror. I really need you to just hit me one more time, baby. Just test Cinder Blast, please. Thank you. I'm really lucky that this Copper Dragon is very afraid of magic. Come on. Yeah, this is why a Copper Dragon fight is kind of the ideal IP farm, because Cinder Blast almost kills everybody, but doesn't quite. So it's a lot of IP, and a single Copper Dragon is not going to wipe you, unlike everything else at this stage. You know, I have a shitload of them. I'm just gonna do that. Couldn't have been a lizard blow? Okay. I think I found Dragon Bill. This, you have a better chance of getting out of your little corner, like that. Wrong, please. Other way. No. That's not. There you go. Oh, really? Is there anywhere else I can go? That is a floor 97 party room. Not something you want to see. And the stairs are in there, of course. Okay. Ooh, ghost clothes. Which, like, the average ghost, I assume, is just, like, wearing rags. Or, like, a bed sheet. That chest isn't worth it. Although, I say that, and, like, a single red chest might be the difference between success and failure in this run, but... honestly, with what I'm really trying to do, getting here is a victory. Alright, so... Curse lift you... That's a 3x... That's a 3x, but not as good as the Silvo Rapier. Actually, that's even better. Right, Mist Rapier, I think, is Artia's best weapon for this. I mean, that's technically higher damage, but... This isn't gonna cut it. The Gladius being my best 3X for Dakar is, yeah, none of this is useful. I honestly think there is a 0% chance that I get this, but, you know. I got to the end, which is really all you can practice. No, this is going to be awful. I didn't even get Trick. Yup. At least we get to watch his gelatin gestures. I mean, maybe if I get 3 Battle Angers. $568, that's nothing. And a defend from Sully. I love this. Oh, headbutt. Alright. I don't think another headbutt is enough, but if it is, I'm going to laugh so hard. I'm out of here. And that's the run. Alright, well, honestly, I'll take that, though. I think I did a pretty good job, surviving, at least, which is what I need to get better at. I think that was actually a solid run gameplay-wise. It just didn't give me anything. So, there's the concept of iris treasures, which, given how many red chests I opened, it's weird that I didn't get any. And so, you get one of the iris treasures, which is, you literally put it on display at the bar and they don't do anything. So, it's just bragging rights. The reason this guy is what he is it's just like, congrats, you... It's a joke boss, basically. But as far as the speedrun is concerned, and like the community even around just like running it, like the goal is to beat the jelly. But yeah, all that being said, thanks everyone for showing up. It's been a really fun stream. I look forward to having the shuffler just kind of be part of the stream going forward. And there's a lot of work to be done on it. I'll figure out, what works and what doesn't as far as incorporating it into the stream. But yeah, I will be back. I might try and do another speedrun stream at some point during the week, but otherwise I will be back on Friday with more Crosscode. Let's see. Who am I going to send you to before I go devour some pizza? Oh, Oth is doing Final Fantasy Tactics. Given the theme of today's stream, let's go raid him. Have a good rest of your weekend, everybody, and I will see you all later.